Bridget Koviekis. I've been a 399 engineer since 1991, working in the schools. Most of my career in office buildings till 2019 when I went over to the schools. It's a great career, but getting out of high school should consider trades. You don't necessarily have to go to college. Trades are a great life. Provide well for your family, and it's a good living. When I started, there was very few women. I was one of less than 20, I'd say, that were in the union. Now there are a lot more. I think I did not have a hard time coming into the union. The guys I worked with, fantastic, treated me as an equal. As long as you're capable of doing the same work that they're doing, then they don't have a problem with you. Everybody helps each other. I don't see any issues being a woman in the trades.
Great. It should be open to everyone.
Yeah.
The effort, as long as, like you said, you can do the
As long
job.
as you can do the job and you're willing to do the job, you don't have any problems getting dirty. We're responsible for the heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. You want to keep your tenants, or in this case, schools, you want to keep everybody comfortable at a good temperature, comfortable temperature. Do a lot of just general maintenance around the building, drywall repairs, painting, pretty much like a jack of all trades at this point. Stability, I think, is a big benefit. Somebody's got your back. You know, you can't be terminated without good cause. You'd have to really mess up in order to be terminated. If they negotiate us fair wages, we have good benefits. A lot of non-union jobs don't get benefits. Healthcare is important to have. Pensions are important to have nowadays. It's hard. Most companies don't even offer pensions anymore. It's all up to you. So I think the union helps us with all of that.
For the past 50 years, unions have been demonized and broken down. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this project was all of the union activity I'm reading about, which I'm excited about to see. Starbucks to Amazon, to these mammoth corporations, to Portillo's, the hot dog stands. So I'm excited to hear about that. I hadn't heard that in decades of union talk. So how do you feel about the current environment of unions right now?
I'm encouraged, yeah. It's good to see people actually fighting for unions to come into their workplace. I think people are finally realizing, the unions took a beating for a while there. Everybody was against the union, thinking they were or whatever. But to get a fair wage these days is hard, and people are realizing that the union will back you, and they will take care of you, and they will give you job security. They will fight for your wages. They will fight for your benefits. And I think it's great to see even things like Portillo's and Starbucks. It's great to see them unionizing. It's great to see the unions coming back.
What do you say to people, and I know it's more of a generational question or thing, unions are corrupt, they're associated with the mob, all the negative press that they've gotten. What do you say to people who use that?
I think that's a thing of the past. They're not that I personally know, but back in the day, there was a lot of talk of the unions being bullies and a lot of money under the table changing hands and favoritism. But with government regulations and everybody's being watched now, it's all up and up. And now the unions, it's Yeah, the
Yeah.
unions are much more transparent. They tell you everything that's going on. You get your quarterly newsletter of where money's being spent and where it's going to. Everything's out in the open, and I don't think there's what was going on 50 years ago. I don't think that happens anymore. 399 has a fantastic education program. Since I've been in it, they've put in 2 new educational centers at the home. They have increased the classes. You can now, if they're affiliated with Triton and Moraine Valley, you can now get your degree in engineering and facility management. They provide you the foundation you need to make a great career. I think when you're looking at a union worker as opposed to a non-union worker, you have to look at the fact that the union worker is educated. So they're not just walking into somewhere and tearing something apart, not knowing what they're really doing. Union workers are educated, and we get a good education. And part of the benefit package, if you're working, your education's paid for. You go to classes at the hall, get your degree. If you want to move up from being an engineer and get into management or something like that, it's always an option for you. I think if our country wants to grow and keep moving in the right direction, I think unions are really important in terms of fairness in the workplace, um, job security, fair wages for everybody. Fantastic to see the unions flourish now and bring our country back to where it should be.
B, thank you so much. Great job.